We hadn't really been established strong enough to do that. And then we also need that consistency. There's one other third thing, and I can't think of what it is. But think of how long this mission's been here, 30 some years, and we need to establish ourselves. We need to make certain what else? Not much more on that, but if you have any questions, you can ask me. But then, so what I'm doing is getting the district to start their capital campaign. That means they put together a letter of request telling what we're planning here in Southern California. They send that out to all of you, but others. So if you have any friends, you have any contacts that would be interested in receiving a letter to possibly support this effort, let me know. So I can give those all to the district, and then they put together this a mail campaign. They send out a letter to everyone. I told you about the thermometer. I told you about the circle. We want to try to find geographically what's the best area. And then within that area, we have to find out what's feasible financially. We're going to have some real estate agents working on it, so it's not a problem. But that's first for the transitional property of a long-term lease, so we can raise our funds. Any questions?
Father, could the transitional place be somewhere somewhat like this, or does it have to be an actual plot of land, or?
It could be something similar. I'm thinking we need to get away from the hotel scene, but it may be our only options. But the thing is, as we found with this place, it's not always easy to get them to commit to it.
So do you?
Sole use of it.
If we found a new place, could we then have a contract that says, look, we want it for 2 years, and this is our place? Okay.
I would even say maybe we do it for 3 years, because even if we bought a property in the meantime, it gives us a chance to build it up while we're in the old place.
Mm-hmm. Have you looked at the Marina Village yet?
I have not.
Okay, I think that's a good opportunity if Johnny would like to take a look at it with you. Because the reason why is it's just a conference center, so it's got like 15 conference rooms, and you could say, look, this is the room that can we have it dedicated, and we're going to move in, we're going to put our stuff in here, because and I think they would welcome it, because right now they're not busting at the seams, especially not on a Sunday.
They could commit the room to us, that's fine, because then I would move everything out of storage and set it up like a church. Maria?
Yeah, I was going to say I really like the idea of getting it on our own place, because renting something is like throwing your money away, because for 30 years paying rent, you're going to have a place already.
That's right.
So even if you bought something and started paying on that, at least it's going towards something you're going to own 30
Right.
years down
The
the
biggest problem with buying something of our own right now is I am required by our own district policies to have half of what it's worth. So let's say there's a $2-3 million property out there. I have to have half of that in order just to buy the place.
Well, so if the petition has gone out for 30 years, is there already some like building funds stored away?
Very small. Yeah, it's only very, very small. Because it's just been pretty much the maintenance fund. I don't know how long they've been taking a building collection, but it's pretty much just been maintaining us because of the movement of people. There's not a lot in reserve. I didn't even know. I'd have to look at the books to see how much we've been built up in the last couple of years.
Just to comment on that, seeing the flow of money, it's gone, I mean, it's kind of stayed level. We can't really have a surplus because so many people have gone on to moved away, or, it's been to maintain the cost of having rent to store all of the extra things, as well as, pay for rooms like this. And I don't think anyone understands the cost of having rent for a place like this, especially for Sundays. It's literally just a maintenance. So, and no banks are paying interest right now.
Right. So we're not really making anything on our money. But what I've seen is that we don't pay an exorbitant amount for storage, nor for this place, but still it adds up, and that eventually I'd like to see that go towards either that lease or property payment. But again, the whole question of owning our own property right now is we would have to have a big benefactor up front to drop that money in, otherwise the district won't allow me to buy anything. So we have to build our funds substantially to be able to even be considered on the auction.
Mommy. I just have a question, I'm not really familiar with everything that's going on here, but, like at St. Anne's, is that parish taking people away from here?
It has.
It
It
has.
has. I don't know that it's doing that now, but it has in the past, because they had the mass every Sunday at that time when we didn't hear, and then they had daily mass. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people coming over from all different parts, as you know, from Margaret's and St. Mary's.
For the permanent location, are we planning on building or buying something with something already on it?
That would all depend on what we can find, yeah. Sometimes it will be cheaper to buy something outside of populated areas and build on it, but it may be easier to find a church that's an old Protestant church. So we do that a lot, find old Protestant churches and remodel them. Yeah. Now, there have been some options. I mean, I've looked at a few different properties over the years, but boy, are they expensive. You know, a church with a little rectory on the side with classrooms and a little parking lot of 40 cars is
$7 million.
$7 million. So.
What would a rent, what would a lease cost per month?
We have no idea at the moment, depending on where it is. I know we pay here a few $100s a month, but that's a good deal, really, compared to what we'd have out there for a lease.
It's usually per square foot. So like if we wanted to get one this size, depending on the area of San Diego, you'd have to see, I mean, it could be as wonderful, like 99 cents per square foot, but then that's like still, if you get a place that's 2,500, that's still 2,500 a month.
I'm really
plus,
expecting that a lease is going to be at least $2,000 a month.
yeah, but and then that place is going to be not a very good place if it's 99 cents. It's usually 25 or so per square foot. Plus, you have to pay for your utilities, and then if we buy it, then it's tax. Our taxes are so high for property tax.
Yeah, but church would have no taxes.
Oh, really? On the property?
Well, it depends. Yes. Normally,
Well, that's good.
if we can get a 501c, which we are, if they will honor that, I can tell you things are a little bit different when you run a school. We're not running a school, but I think if they honor that, it's a good question. I don't know how that works here in California. It's not so easy. I mean, not so easy. It's just little considerations.
So are there any like real fundraisers like that actually bring in money, not really about $50 after tons of effort?
Yeah.
That the church knows about that
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
certainly.
do?
And that's that capital campaign that I mentioned to you. That's what the district has done for many of its big projects, including the Immaculata that they're building there in St. Mary's. That's what they do. They reach out to all the people on a particular mailing list in a certain area, and then that's a big benefit. But then also other things that we've done. I mean, there's things that will bring in thousands of dollars at a time. So they have worked.
What about a co-op situation like the military does? They bring in the Protestants and they have service, and then they bring in the Catholics and they convert the building and make it Catholic.
I know they do that with military chapels.
They do.
I've heard of those being available here. Some of the Protestant churches are willing to lease out part of their time on a Sunday. Now, we could be pushed into that. I really don't want to have to do that, but I guess they do that in Germany because that's the way the state works over there. You have to give your church to both denominations or both types of religion. But
Well, the bummer would be we couldn't have all our stuff and we'd have to take it down.
Well, yeah, I mean, it'd be
Right.
similar to this.
well, that's just it. That's what I told back when we thought about that even a year ago. I thought, then we'd just be setting up in the church. So the idea is to get everything set.
Yeah. I mean, where we could have activities, we
Yeah.
could have other get-togethers, we could really so amazing.
Yeah. No, I heard that Father Sergius was wanting to possibly.
Really?
But anyway, I approached him once before and said, Father, what are you doing for church? Well, I hardly have any people here. I said, well, then, hey, no, this is where, I could be, he still wants to be in charge. I don't know what it's like now, but he had a church there just getting run down, filled with garbage. And I don't know, it might be worthwhile to reach out to him to see what he's doing. Where's he located?
Yeah, he's downtown, you have to take like First Street exit, and he's very close to the highway, and yeah, I spoke to him recently, and he's saying, hey, no one approached me, my place is still available, so.
What does that consist of? Just a church or is it on campus?
It's kind of a campus. He lives there.
Calls it a monastery, it's got an official name, and he says that it's, the whole place, according to the fire department, is like over 100 and some people can be there.
Okay.
He said 700 or something, number, I don't believe it. I'm not
Wow.
sure a long time ago.
Right.
You have to consider that he runs on a shoestring, so he gets a lot of charity and that people donate, so it's kind of, you know, it's not aesthetically looking nice, but
Right.
I mean, I don't know, we could check into him and ask him if we can help clean up the place, I don't know.
If he would let us use it as a transitional place, it might work.
Yeah, I don't know what the parking's like, so he's got a.
Big parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's always talking about
I-
going off to Raleigh and have a place there, so hey, maybe he's up to selling, you know?
Well, that's the way we'd have to do it. He'd have to do it, he'd have to pretty much be hands-off and let the society do it as we need. Any other questions?
Could we use this coming, space that we need to fill in? Or do we already have a place?
We have a
Tentative place.
it's in Lakeside, so if we can find a better place before then.
We might be able to look into this marina place.
Yeah. I'll talk to Dean.
That's just as far as.
Let me see, I think I've seen a part of the inside picture of that. Thank you. Oh. Okay, if there's no other questions, I just want to keep you up to date with that. We're going to be doing some more footwork on that, and we'll let you know, of course, next Sunday where we're going to be for the 10th. Yes, Jim?
I just thought of something.
Mommy,
For raising some money,
mommy,
one of the things I did,
wow.
first of all, I don't recommend
Wow.
using Amazon, but I do use it a little bit. I don't use it as much as I used to. But I signed up on there for some of the profits. I don't have to pay anything extra. It goes to Arcadia. And I got a mail the other day, just says, oh, $75 went to Arcadia.
Mommy.
That's your purchase. And I didn't have to do anything. So I don't know if we could set that up for.
There might be even other businesses that would do that too.
The Terry and Jesse, show does that on Amazon. So so they're my charity of choice, and they
Oh, okay.
automatically get, then at the end of the year, Amazon sends you a statement. Your charity of choice is,
Yeah.
I only have them, you got this much because of your orders that you would have placed anyway.
Thomas Aquinas Seminary has it set up on Amazon, so you might want to talk to them how they got on there because they're the
We
ones
did
I
that for
use.
School, for the academy.
Mommy, mommy,
It's for the academy.
wow.
Ready? Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Father.